I'm flying with Qatar Airways for the very first time. And is this airline really worth it? Well, here is my honest review. So here is the thing. We're flying to South Korea and then to Japan. But our first destination will be Seoul. So we are flying for the very first time with Qatar Airways, and we are flying from Istanbul to Doha, Qatar. So for this specific flight, we are going to be on board of an Airbus 320. And I really wonder how is it gonna be, because to be honest, I have read very good comments about Qatar Airways. In fact, if you didn't know, Qatar Airways is the second best airline in the world, according to the World Airline Awards of 2023 by Skytrax. And of course, what I take into consideration is the comfort, the food being served on the plane, the in-flight entertainment, and of course the service from the flight attendants. So for our first flight from Istanbul to Doha, Qatar, it will be a 4-hour flight in total. Of course, we're going to be showing you what type of food they're serving, the service, and so on, so I can give you my review. And for the second flight will be from Doha, Qatar to Seoul, South Korea, and that one will be like 8.5-hour flight. To start with, I would like to say that I really like all the items they are providing all the guests, even in economy class. So they gave us a very comfortable pillow, so I'm very happy I didn't bring mine, because of course I'm trying to save some space from the things that I'm carrying with me. And also they gave us some headphones to be able to use the in-flight entertainment, and also a blanket, so that one will be very, very useful. The seats as well are very comfortable. I am so happy, especially these things, so you can put it up if you are taller or if you are short, because usually I cannot really use them in some other airlines because I am too short, so I cannot even reach it there. So this one is excellent. So I really like the amenities in this plane. There is only one negative point that I have found till now, and that thing is that supposedly, I thought it was going to be like that we were going to be able to have one cabin luggage and one personal item, but it turns out that it is allowed only one item, either cabin or personal one. So of course I had with me my personal item, my little backpack, and my cabin. So they made me check in that one. Also my husband, he had to check his, and that's okay, but we could have brought then a bigger luggage if we were gonna check in anyways. That's the only negative point that I have found so far. And also something to keep in mind is that in Qatar Airways, the dimensions of the cabin luggage is way smaller than in many other airlines. Generally it's the height is 55 centimeters, but this one is 50 centimeters, so it is even smaller. So just keep an eye on that one. This flight has a very, very limited catalog of movies. I cannot find anything interesting to watch, so I guess I'll just listen to my music and sleep. Our first full meal has been served, and I got this ravioli in tomato sauce. I also got this dessert, which it looks really good, and this salad made of bulgur. Some beverages like wine are free of charge, so I got this glass of red wine to be able to rest a bit better. We finally made it to Doha's airport, and we'll be here for the next hour and a half. The airport is huge, so we had to walk to our next gate like 20 minutes, but I must say that the airport is beautiful. So finally we are already boarding our second plane that is from Doha, Qatar to Seoul, South Korea. And it is a little bit past 2 in the morning. To be honest, we are so tired, but at the same time we are very, very excited. And what I can tell you so far is from the previous flight, it was amazing. I loved the flight attendants. They were super smiley. They had a very good energy, and overall, I loved the service. Now I really understand why Qatar Airways is one of the best airlines to fly with, but I will decide at the very end when we finally try our last flight, which is also with Qatar Airways. So this flight will be almost 9 hours total. As you could see, also they gave us like the similar amenities as they did in the first flight, but the only thing they added us, it was like a personal kit for personal hygiene and these little things. And also we can see as well that the flight entertainment is even better, and they have a little bit more amenities than the other flights. So let's see, I'm really excited. When it comes to the in-flight entertainment, this is much better than our previous flight. It has so many movies and even some documentaries to choose from. We were also given 2 full meals on board. The first one consisted of chicken and rice, and I was surprised that this one was actually good, since we all know that plain meals are usually kind of bad. We also had some fruit like pineapple, melon, and grapes, and a dessert consisting of yogurt and strawberry jelly, which by the way, I loved. About 5 hours later, the second full meal was distributed, and it consisted of lasagna in tomato sauce and spices. A very creamy dessert, which I liked even more as the previous one, and this sort of salad, I guess. The lasagna was just as any other pasta served on board. The salad, to be honest, I didn't like it at all, but I loved the creamy dessert. So finally, after 8.5 hours, we finally arrived in Seoul, South Korea. And overall, I can tell you that Qatar Airways is a very good airline to fly with. So if you're thinking and if you have several options to fly to your next destination with different airlines, including Qatar, I will highly suggest you to do it with Qatar Airways. I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was very, very comfortable. As I mentioned before in the video, the only downside, it was about the carry-on luggage. That was my only complaint, but overall it was great. So we're gonna enjoy South Korea and then Japan for 2 weeks, and I will see you in the next video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Bye bye.